here I am minding my own business, and Westerby says, Jones, you got to go talk to the people about money. So talk to the people about money. What's there to talk about? Westerby says, Jones, the average American doesn't know what money is. Average Brit, average Aussie, anybody in the West, they don't know what money is. I need you to talk to them about it. I said, man, I can do that. That's the sound of money right there. I said, Westerby, the hardest thing I'm going to have doing is explain to people that this thing, that right there, can you see that? The $100 bill, that ain't money. I said, we're going to have a hard time explaining to people that that's not money. Westerby said, Jones, if anybody can explain it, it's you. So how about doing that for folks? First thing we need to realize, this isn't money. There's no difference between this $100 bill and this $1 bill, except what's printed on it, except the ink. It costs the government just as much money to make one of these as it does one of these. And ultimately, the worth of these are nothing. Now, there was a time when money was different. There was a time when this was money. See that 50-cent piece right there? 90% silver. Let's listen to the sound of money again. Hear that ringing silver noise? Now, conversely, the silver dollar was a little more than twice as big. It had twice as much silver in it, twice the worth. You want to find you some of this. Price of silver is about $14 an ounce today. That means one of these old 50-cent pieces will cost you around $5 if you can find it. The thing about this money is it holds its value. There's a story about silver dimes. Remember those old dimes? I think you got some of them right here. Where are those things? Ah, silver dime. 1964. Hear that noise? Silver has its own distinctive ring. 1964, 3 silver dimes would buy you a gallon of gas. A gallon of gas about 27, 28 cents. 3 of these right here would buy you a gallon of gas. Well, the price of silver at $14, one of these will cost you $1 if you can find it. Hey, guess what? These 3 silver dimes will still buy you a gallon of gas. Now, what that tells us about money is simple. The price of gasoline hadn't gone up in terms of silver dimes, real money. It's gone up in terms of paper money because the government prints more and more and more of this. They don't even stop printing. The printing presses go round the clock, round the clock. And only about 5% of the money is actual cash money. The rest are just computer entries on one of these somewhere. Just computer entries. Now, silver, money. I'll tell you about a good kind of money. You know what that is? I was surprised when Westerby told me most Americans have never held a gold coin. Don't even know what it is. This is a half-ounce American Eagle coin. Gold's about $670 an ounce today. This costs $380, $390, $400 if you can find it. Listen to this. You can feel how heavy that is. Gold. Solid, honest money. Gold that has to be dug out of the ground. Human sweat, blood, toil. Not printed up on a printing press like these pieces of paper or generated on a computer screen for some big bank or some entity to use. Westerby, he's always wanting me to go somewhere and look and see, and I always come back with a little bit of the local money. All this used to be something one time. Azerbaijan, 50, 100, 1,000. Philippines, 50 pesos, 20 pesos. Goes on and on. Croatia, that's money in Croatia, or it was. Sort of flimsy. Bosnia, oh, this is the best one. Create a new country, create a new money. Pieces of paper, backed by nothing. Pretty paper, big numbers on them, worth nothing, gone to zero. In fact, most of this is pretty bad, except the Chinese money. Yeah, you better hang on to your Chinese money. Chinese believe in silver. Chinese believe in gold. In Asia, they're buying silver and gold with both hands. They're accumulating these dollars and buying silver and gold with both hands. I think the last thing I'll mention today, something I want you to think about. You probably read recently in the paper or seen on the news where 383 tons of these $100 bills went to Baghdad. Flew them over there on big airplanes. Now, if the money had any true value, do you think we'd be sending it to Iraq? If the money was still made out of gold and silver, do you think we could afford to send it over to Iraq like that? The paper money is phony. All money eventually goes to zero. These dollars will go to zero also. That's why we don't consider this money, but currency. It's useful for transactions, to trade business, to acquire things. But every day it costs more of these to acquire the everyday goods that we need to survive. That's why we want to get real money. Silver, still affordable. Gold. Start saving some money, not in paper, but in real money. And I think this is what I tell Wester B if he asks me to explain to people the difference between money and currency. Why this isn't real and this is. But we'll talk more about that next time.